The day grinder. Have you ever woken up with the feeling that your day is just a rerun of yesterday? The alarm goes off, you drink the same coffee, take the same route, face the same spreadsheets or the same problems, go home, sleep, and repeat. Most of the time, we feel that routine isn't just a sequence of tasks, but a meat grinder crushing our soul. We work to pay the bills that allow us to stay alive, just to work more. It's a cycle that seems to have no meaning. And if you stop to think too much about it, the abyss starts staring back at you. Welcome to the human condition. Welcome to the myth of Sisyphus. In Greek mythology, Sisyphus was condemned by the gods to push a giant rock up a mountain. Every time he neared the summit, the weight of the stone would win, and it would roll all the way back to the bottom. Sisyphus had to go down and start all over again, forever. The gods believed there was no punishment worse than futile and hopeless labor. But this is where Albert Camus, the philosopher of the absurd, flips the script. He says that if we accept that life has no hidden magical meaning, we become the masters of our own rock. The silence of the universe. We are addicted to meaning. We want our suffering to have a why. We want our effort to lead to a final prize, a happily ever after, where the rock finally stays still at the top of the mountain. But reality is a bit more brutal. The universe is vast, cold, and above all, silent. It doesn't care about your plans. Albert Camus called this the absurd. The absurd is the conflict between your human longing for clarity and the irrational silence of the world. Most people try to escape the absurd in two ways. The first is blind hope, the idea that someday everything will be different, living always for tomorrow while ignoring the now. The second is passive nihilism, giving up on everything because nothing matters. Camus proposes a third path, rebellion. Not a rebellion with weapons, but a rebellion of the spirit. It is looking at the meaninglessness of the routine and saying, I know this rock will roll back, but I'm going to push it anyway, and I'm going to be happy while I do it. Routine only crushes you when you believe it should be something else. When you accept the absurd, you kill the frustration. Finding pleasure in repetitive effort. Why does repetition scare us so much? Because we associate repetition with death. But look around you. The heart beats in repetition. The seasons rotate in repetition. Life itself is a constant rhythm. The problem isn't the repetition. It's our ego feeling too important to just push a rock. We want to be special. We want the epic, the new, the unprecedented. And in that search, we despise the present. Finding pleasure in repetitive effort isn't about being positive or pretending that a boring job is fun. It's about the mastery of attention. When Sisyphus is walking down the mountain to retrieve his stone, that is his moment of consciousness. He isn't focused on the summit, he is focused on his footsteps, the texture of the rock, the strength of his own muscles. Freedom is not found in getting rid of the rock. Freedom is found in how you walk toward it. If you do what must be done with absolute presence, the routine stops being a prison and becomes a training ground. The effort is the prize. The sweat is the proof that you're alive. Killing hope to live life. It might sound strange, but hope is often what makes your routine unbearable. The hope that one day I won't have to do this makes your present feel like trash, a mere obstacle in the way of something better. The Stoics and Camus agree on one point. When you stop expecting life to be different, you finally start living it. Imagine you are washing the dishes. If you wash them hoping to finish quickly so you can go rest, the washing is a torment. If you wash just to wash, feeling the water, the movement, the weight of the plates, you have stripped the future of its power over you. You have conquered time. Sisyphus smiles because he realized that the rock is his, the mountain is his. His destiny doesn't belong to the gods, it belongs to the effort he chooses to put there. If the meaning of life doesn't come from the outside, you have the absolute power to invent your own meaning, moment by moment. There is no fate that cannot be surmounted by scorn or total acceptance. The rebellion of the smile. Tomorrow, the alarm will go off again. The rock will be down there waiting for you. You can walk down the mountain complaining, feeling like a victim of an unjust system and a dull life, or you can walk down with your shoulders back. The absurd is your greatest freedom. If nothing has an intrinsic meaning, nothing stops you from giving value to the small things that no one else notices. The cup of coffee, the strain of the workout, the silence of the morning, the satisfaction of a job well done, no matter how simple. Routine doesn't crush those who have learned to dance with it. Happiness and the absurd are children of the same earth. They are inseparable. The next time you feel exhausted by repetition, remember, the struggle itself towards the heights is enough to fill a man's heart. Don't wait for the rock to stop. It will never stop. But you can decide that every inch you push it is a victory against the void. One must imagine Sisyphus happy, because he is the master of his own effort. And so can you.